name is Lauren, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. So today I'm going to be telling you the story of how I almost died at dance. And I've never done a storytime video before, so this might be kind of stupid and it might suck, so I'm sorry if it does. But I just have literally been telling everybody this story lately because I was so proud of myself for not dying that I just wanted the whole world to know. So that includes the internet. So I'm not going to do some big long fancy intro, I'm just going to get on with the video. Okay, so this happened about 3 weeks ago, and I came to class and I had a normal ballet class. And so we go into rehearsal and we are going to rehearse Owls, which is like a super beautiful dance that I am so obsessed with, and I'm in it, so that's good. But I absolutely love this dance, and it has a ton of partnering in it, and it's just so beautiful and I love it. We've learned a ton more now than we did then. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so we start learning the dance and it was going really well. We got a lot done, and our teacher was just like, okay, let's just try some lifts and let's just see how it works. And I was thinking lifts like, oh, you know, jump and lift and stuff like that. And she's like, okay, so I want you to go on his back and I want you to do an angel. So an angel position isn't like a super hard position, but when you're doing it on somebody's back, it's kind of difficult. I will put a picture now. So I conquered it. I literally, I was the first person, well, I mean, I guess it takes two people to do it, but we were the first people to do that, me and my partner, and it looked really great, and my teacher had us demonstrate it for everyone to show how you're supposed to do it and stuff, and I was like, okay, so this partnering thing, that looked really hard, right? But this partner, I got it. I got this partnering thing down. But then we started getting a little bit more into the dance, more lifts. They got harder, but not super hard. It was just kind of awkward. It was harder for the guys than it was for the girls. And so I was okay with that because, you know, I'm one of the girls. So we keep learning more and more, and every single thing she choreographs, I'm like, okay, this dance is meant for me. I love this dance. It's so pretty. And then she says, okay, now there's this one part, and the guys are going to kneel down, you're going to stand on the box, and then you're going to sit on his shoulder, and he's going to stand up. What now? Okay, so here's him. He's kneeling down right here, and then there's this little short box. It's about this tall, if this is him, this is the box. And then I stand on top of the box, and I have to sit on his shoulder, and then he has to stand up, and it's just supposed to work, right? And then he's supposed to start turning in a circle. So as soon as she said that, I was like, okay, I've conquered all these other ones. I can do this. It's not that big of a deal. I can do this, you know, all that positive self-talk. I was working really hard with that. Okay, so then I do it with my first partner, which we're just gonna call him Z, okay? This is Z. And he's actually the partner who I'm going to be doing the dance, when we perform it. He's gonna be my partner. But, we weren't sure who was gonna be whose partner at that point, so we were kind of switching off. So I did it with Z, and I had a spotter, and it totally worked, and I was really nervous. And I went up there, and it was scary, but it worked. But then we also had a spotter. So then we were all supposed to do it at the same time, and there was no spotters. And I did it with, let's just call this other partner N. His name's N. And so I do it with N. And so if this is his shoulder, pretend pretend this is his shoulder. So I'm sitting on his shoulder, and he's starting to stand up, and it was okay at first, and then I start sliding backwards. I start falling backwards. And this is where I got really, really smart. I started falling backwards, and I literally was thinking all these things at the same time. I'm like, oh my gosh. The first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, I am going to die. Like, that is the first thing that I thought is, I'm gonna die. And then the second thing that I thought is, okay, I'm not gonna die. You're gonna be fine, Lauren. You're not gonna die. Would you rather fall backwards and hit the back of your head and be hospitalized or some other thing? Like, I could seriously damage my brain. Would you rather fall backwards like that or fall forwards and have the chance of either hitting the top or like front of your head or your hands? Because your hands go this way and it's hard to like catch yourself like that. So I was like, okay. So I'm falling backwards. This is literally happening in like 3 seconds. All of these things are like going through my brain. So I am falling backwards, and this is worse. Like, my knees are on his shoulder right now. Like, my butt is all the way down there, and I'm just like sliding. And then I literally grab his shoulder, like doing the death grip on his shoulder. I grab his shoulder and hoist myself forward so that I fall forward onto my hands, and literally it did not hurt at all. It was the weirdest thing. I was like expecting this horrible pain to like go through my wrist, and I have broken my wrist before and it was not fun. So I was like kind of expecting that. So I'm like, okay, would I rather break my wrist or like die? So I was kind of expecting that, and I fell forward and it literally did not hurt. But the funny thing was is I fell forward and I look like I'm in a downward dog pose because he is still grabbing my waist. He like didn't let go. So guys, if there are any guy dancers watching this, just like take my experience and please just like think about it and like apply these corrections that I'm giving you right now. If a girl is starting to fall, do not grab her. Let go of her leg or something like that so that she can get down safely. If you're still holding her, then she is going to land on her head or something like that. So that's kind of like what happened is I fell and I look like I'm doing a downward dog pose. Like, it looked so stupid. He's still grabbing me and I'm like trying to get up and he's still grabbing me. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was so freaked out after this happened. Like, oh my gosh, all these thoughts were going through my mind. Like, thank you, Jesus, for saving me. I could have died. Thank you, Jesus. So after that happens, I like fall on the floor. When he finally like actually lets go, I like topple to the ground. And I'm like kind of struggling to stand up. Everyone's asking me like if I'm okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, it didn't hurt. I'm okay. And then people are like, are you okay? Are you okay? After I already said I was fine, I'm like, yes, I'm fine. I'm just almost died. And my heart is racing. And I'm never doing that lift again. Okay, so when I finally actually like stood up and was like, okay, I'm ready to dance again, N was being so nice to me. He was so sweet and he's like, I'm so sorry I dropped you or whatever. And he didn't drop me. I fell. Like, dude, if you are watching this, it's not your fault at all. I literally fell. I was just positioned wrong and I felt like it was all my fault. Okay, like, I know I said I would never do that lift again, but now we're doing it and it works and I'm okay with it now, and it's totally fine, but, that was the most terrifying experience of the year for me. Oh my gosh, though, that was, like, so scary. So you guys might be wondering, like, why is she so bad at partnering? Why is she always falling off of lifts? Okay, just in case you weren't already aware, the studio that I went to last year and the year before that and the year before that, I did like 3 years there. This is my 4th year dancing. They didn't have like any guys in the upper levels. They had like guys in like level 1 and like maybe level 2. But there was no guys there, so obviously there was not going to be any partnering. So this is my first year ever doing partnering, not to mention only my 4th year dancing, like, total. So, yeah, we started partnering this year. Or I started partnering this year. So that's why I absolutely stink at it. So, you know, I deserve a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you much. So that is the story of how I almost died. There are many of them, but that is the most recent. Thank you, Jesus, that I did not die. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story of how I almost died. Give it a thumbs up if you would miss me if I did die. And please subscribe to become a member of the Pretty On Point clan. Don't die.